At this time, we want to introduce our speaker, Mr. Chris Levels. He has been here before. He spoke on a couple of other topics that he is much more knowledgeable about than we are. And today he's going to enlighten us some more. Welcome, Chris.
We sure like to hear our name on the radio like you do.
Oh, really?
Appreciate that.
Right now, I'm semi-retired from the radio. Actually, I'm a great proponent of free enterprise, except when somebody's selling something for 99 cents and I got books for $10. I want socialistic price controls right now. But actually, the books and the material that's over there is to help me to get the radio show back on. I'm going to be reorganizing, and hopefully in April we'll be back on the air. Now, I also have a special surprise for you tonight, as well as one for myself, because I was blessed, unlike 7 out of 10 children or black children today, to have a father who helped guide me along, who instilled principles within me, and very thankful for that. Joseph Levels, would you please stand up? Now, with that being said, that don't mean we agree on everything. All right, but this is quite a surprise to have him in the audience. I had no idea he was going to be here, so God is good. And as a matter of fact, speaking of God, Judy, thank you for that opening prayer tonight, because I was going to also follow up, but you know what? You said everything that I wanted to say in terms of, what's going on in the world, and the fact that right now, we can basically, you can look and see what's going on in the Middle East. For those of you that have any inkling of eschatology or end time prophecy, and see how this stuff is lining up. Even we have a president now that is so anti-Israel. In fact, just today before I came here, got in the car to come here, the United States has joined in a condemnation against Israel. You have Iranian warships that are in the Mediterranean Sea getting ready to go into the Suez Canal or whatever they're doing. But they're trying to divert attention from all these uprisings in the Middle East, and they want to put it back on Israel. Whenever the world is going, crazy, let's put it back on Israel as the fault or something like that. So the time is now. God is warning us. He's allowing us time to get our lives together. He's allowing us, those that have been sitting in churches, those of you that have been going for weeks, years, months, whatever. But if you have not been spreading the gospel and telling people of the good news of Christ and his return, and the fact that no matter what happens, economic collapse, military collapse of our nation, there is still one hope, and that is eternal, and his name is Jesus Christ. So, we can have somebody like an Obama in office, and basically, if you really take an objective look at it, all Obama is doing is following policies that Bush set up. Bush set up the first stimulus. Obama's taking it another step further. In Iraq and Iran. Iraq and Afghanistan. Bush put the people there. Obama's following. So it's not even about the executive branch and all of that kind of stuff. It's about the people, the George Soroses. It's about the others in the Trilateral Commission and the Council on Foreign Affairs, the Tidewaters and all of this kind of stuff. That's where the power is. We cannot allow the media to sit up here and allow us to be in an ideological conflict with our fellow Americans if we're, I don't worry about Obama. I worry about the people that voted for him.
Yeah.
And especially those that call themselves Christians.
That's right.
When a man is pro-murder of the unborn as he is, when a man sits up there in the presidency and declares June to be gay, lesbian, transgender, whatever else freak month, and people stand by him that are in the church, I worry about the state of that more so than I worry about those that are lost that don't claim Christ. When I hear the story about a bishop that comes in amongst black preachers and tells these preachers that if they don't get their people to vote for Obama, that they are going to hell, that's what I worry about. So, in these times, please allow yourself, not just from a governmental perspective, from a spiritual, because all of this is temporal. We have to worry about our eternity. But, now, with that being said, what we have here, Mike, this is going to work, right? Otherwise, I'm going to have to keep going before I get into material here. I got this timed perfectly, man. Well, to set this up, this is about, we're sitting here today, 96% of black people voted for Barack Obama. They vote for Democrats. They forget the power of revisionist history is so strong, they forget that the Republicans were the ones that freed them. They forget about the sacrifices of those that were white and other colors and nationalities that fought in the Civil War. They forget about the Democrats' role in the Judge Scott decision that declared them to be property versus the 3/5 Amendment by our founding fathers that actually laid the way for the abolition of slavery. They forget who was the militant, the party that formed the Ku Klux Klan. They forget the party that instituted Jim Crow laws. They forget it's either the white man did it. Well, it wasn't all. It was some white men, but 1,300 Republicans died in the South fighting for equal rights for blacks. They were lynched down there. So, if we're going to have this thing going right, we're going to take a half an hour of it because you can get this and, next time somebody calls you a racist or whatever, pull this out on them or something. But enjoy it. It's setting the record straight, history in black and white. Or we're just going to get to listen to the music.
We're here in an African American museum to talk about African American history. So much of which is truly unknown today.